out the formula that they wanted to use. This was the first time that Power Rangers really just adapt a brand new Super Sentai. And apparently they were going to just drop the power.
We broke up last year for like a month. We weren't really broke up because we were still talking. And he thinks I had sex with like the world.
You had sex with one person?
No, I've never cheated on him.
Not even a kiss?
Yeah. Well, when we broke up, I kissed someone, and he says he just kissed this other girl. But she tells everybody that she... That's what I was saying.
Well, if you cheat, what's going to happen?
No, I don't want to be with him.
You don't want to be with him? Now, I'm told that you dropped out of school to be with him.
Well, I didn't...
What school are we talking about? High school or college?
Yeah, high school.
You dropped out of high school?
I had 2 more credits, and then I was going to graduate.
And you didn't graduate?
Well, I started doing online so I could be with him all the time, and then I just quit doing it, so I...
Okay, you have to go back and get your high school diploma for nobody else but for yourself. Because if you don't have that, the world and the odds of just having a tough life, and they're just stacked against you. So go back to school and get that high school diploma. All right, your boyfriend's here 4 years. Let's bring him out. Here's Brent.
I've never cheated on ever.
All these girls are telling me they spent the night with you. You were living with them.
Every time you've ever caught me, you've never got to go past that. Every time you walk into a girl, it's never gone past that. Stop you every time.
Well, why do they all say it?
You've done stuff too.
One
you
thing.
You kissed the guy. The guy
Why?
said his sake if I'm sleeping with him.
Okay, if I was trying, what would stop me from sleeping? Is he going to deny me? No. What guy's going to deny me?
Exactly. What's wrong with I think she slept with some of my friends, so I don't know. You know, I got.
You think that this woman slept with some of her friends? Why would she do that?
Because he slept with mine.
No.
So she took a lie detector test. And if he cheated, he's gone. I don't know the results, but let's find out. But I don't think they're as clear cut as everybody at home watching. You're Cindy, right? Cindy took a lie detector test before the show. Cindy, in the last month, have you cheated on Brent? And you answered no. And the results are true. Question number 2. Have you had sexual intercourse with another man since you've been in a relationship with him? And you answered no. And the results are Cindy. True. Besides kissing that guy once, have you had any other sexual contact with another man since you've been in a relationship with Brett? You answered no, and the results are told the truth. Have you ever had sexual intercourse with any of Brent's friends? You answered no, and the results for that question is Cindy told the truth.
Oh my God, it's so long.
I told you.
Brent, you took a lie detector test before the show, and
It's me.
Brent, you took a lie detector test, and Brent refused to take a lie detector test.
What?
I will.
He just wanted to get his results so he could be happy and then just leave me.
Yeah. Why did you take the lie detector test?
There were circumstances. I'm not saying that. You want me to tell you? I was in there. I told him that I had something to tell her personally.
Well, why don't you go out and tell her?
No, I never cheated.
Never cheated. If you weren't going to take the test,
I don't care. I have nothing to prove. Listen, I have nothing to prove.
Right,
Oh, my God, to be
Why
honest.
didn't you take it? But I have something to prove to you, but you can't prove nothing to me. I showed the world that I didn't cheat, so why couldn't you do it?
You want to hear it now?
Because you're cheating.
No, I'm not cheating.
Well, then what you do?
Yeah, like, I hung out with a couple times. She kissed me. That's it. That was it. That was it.
Okay.
Listen, I just want to say this, and I try not to say this too often on my show, but you're full of, you know that. Okay, hold on. Do you love her?
Yeah, I love her a lot.
Do you want to stay with her?
I only want her. I don't want
You
anyone.
don't want anybody else? Would you do anything for this woman?
Yeah, I quit.
What do you think of
I'm not going to take life like
No.
Okay, here's the deal. You got your answer. He did something he's not proud of. He cheated on you. He did something. You know what? If this is the guy, forget that whether he cheated on you or not. Forget that. He let you go through it, and he didn't even give you the courtesy of saying, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I back out. He went and played it to the very end. So he got, like you said, he got his answer, but you don't get yours.
I do mine.
I don't care what you do with this girl when you get home. I hope you don't get back together with him. But for now, sir, get off my stage.
Yeah, he's gonna have it. Hard working. I can't do that.
Reason for you to go back out there. I think this audience is all cheering for you. You're a young girl. You got your whole life ahead of you. And you know what
Shit,
the
mine's
notion
one
of
of
this thing
those.
is?
Mine's on
Go
trial.
back to school and
Oh,
finish your high
shit.
school diploma.
Oh, I
And when I
thought you were in.
And what I want to offer you is whatever we can do to help you get back, get your GED, and make that first step. And that'll be something really positive about you coming here. We'll do everything we can to help you get that, so you can get that and move on. And find yourself a nice guy. There's a million guys like that, but there's also a million nice guys. Pick one of the nice guys, okay? Good luck.
No, you got what you wanted. This is all you wanted. I knew you were going to do this. Why did you take it then?
Because I'm not doing it on TV.
Oh, but I did.
So what does that matter if I'm taking it here or there? What does it matter?
Because you're
It doesn't.
guilty.
They
That's all it
just
is.
want a show. That's all it is. I'm not going to play their game. They can have their show.
You knew what we were coming here for.
Okay, and we came here. I did what you wanted. I didn't expect no one.
Yeah.
I haven't expected no one, so I know that's
if you
fine.
kissed her, you had sex
I
with her.
didn't kiss her. And I didn't have sex with
You
no
just
one.
made that up.
I hadn't had sex with no one.
You just made that up.
Sure did. Made it up.
I don't want anything to do with you. We just got a house together.
I know.
You couldn't admit it before all this?
There's nothing to do with
She
me.
said she doesn't want to talk to you anymore. You can sit here and flip all you want and try to plead and try to make her believe. Well, fantasy land's over, mister. She said, take a hike. Here's the final offer. You either get the hell out of here or you go take a lie detector test. I'm going to count down to 3.
Go take a look.
3.
I'm not taking it on.
So long. Show's over. Goodbye.
And my open. That's all. Oh, that's just all the children. I'll take them now. What? I'll take them now. What's it up? What? Yeah. It was looking on my chair. In my car. So I need it in the car. Yeah. What's up in the dog? Yes.
I'm here today to prove to my wife that I am the father of our 4-year-old son. She's back and forth, back and forth. One time he's not mine, other times he is mine.
And before the show, you took a DNA test.
I want to prove to her I am his father.
You want full custody of your son, right?
She pretty much admitted that she was doing cocaine while she was pregnant. She could have killed our son.
You are not taking my baby from me again.
Did you do drugs while you were pregnant?
It was somebody else.
If she was going to choose drugs over our child, I don't have use for it.
I took your lie detector test. I took your drug test. I'm going to prove to you today I did not do any of those things that you said I did.
Could Mike be the father?
Let's have a pretty good show on this other guys.
And the results for your DNA test.
No, you're done that.
Welcome to the show. My first guest is Michael. Michael, you called. Why?
Steve, I'm here today to prove to my wife that I am the father of our 4-year-old son and to get some answers to some questions.
Why would there be a question whether you're the father to your son?
Well, it all started about 16 months ago. I picked up my son and I got a call at 12:30 in the morning that I need to come get my car from the police department.
This is your son on the mountain?
Yes, that's my son, Gabriel.
Now, how old is Gabriel?
He just turned 4. And I got a call at 12:30 from the police department. I need to come get my car. And when I went to go get my car, I found out my wife had been arrested for possession of cocaine.
Was that surprising? Was that something?
I never had any idea that she was using cocaine.
So you get a call in the middle of the night, come get your car, you go down there, and you found out your wife was arrested for cocaine, possession of cocaine.
Yes.
You take her home, and what does she say about it?
I didn't take her home. She was in jail. I didn't get her out. Eventually, she was bonded out.
You didn't bond her out?
No. If she was going to choose drugs over our child, I don't have any use for it. She needs to stay in jail.
So how long had you been with your wife?
We were together almost 5 years.
And never saw her do drugs?
No, I worked long hours, anywhere between 65 and 70 hours a week, so most times she was there by herself, and lots of times she would take our son and go spend a couple weeks at her house, which at first it just seemed like innocent visits with her family. But after all this stuff come up, then I found out what she was doing is she was going up there and leaving our child with her. She was out till 5, 6 in the morning. It took her actually getting arrested on drug charge for all her friends and everybody to start approaching me with, well, we know she's been doing cocaine 6 months before you ever got married.
So she had been doing cocaine or drugs the whole time you've been together, but you really didn't know because she wasn't doing it around you?
Yeah, she wasn't doing it around me. I don't do it. And I work because...
And you worked a lot, so it gave her time to do it?
Yeah.
So you don't bind her out when she gets locked up for possession of cocaine?
No, I left her in there. I told her there's no way. When she finally got out, that's when she starts. That my son's not mine. One time he's not mine, the other time he is mine, and she's back and forth, back and forth. It's like when I want him, then he's not mine. But then whenever she wants him, it's, oh yeah, she can't make up her mind either way. She's back and forth.
So once you discovered the drug use and you didn't bond her out of jail, you feel like all of a sudden now she starts springing, oh, by the way, he's not your son.
Yeah, because after she got out of jail, I went and had a mercy protective order placed that kept her away from both me and my son.
Because of the drug use?
Yes, because I don't think that at the time he wasn't quite 3. I don't think that 3-year-old child should be exposed to being around drug dealers and use of cocaine and anything else such as that.
When you hear that your little boy might not be your biological child, what do you feel? What are you thinking?
It's the first time I cried since the day that my son was actually born. Here you are, you've been raising a child for almost 3 years, and all of a sudden she says he's not yours. You know,
that's gotta hurt.
But I'm the only daddy he's ever had.
Well, I'm gonna give you credit because during a difficult time, you said, hey, I'm not getting you out of jail. You pick cocaine over our family, then you can sit in there. And you're doing the right thing by getting protection orders. You're handling things the right way. That's guts. You're doing good things for your family and for your son. Before all this, I'm like looking at your life like maybe a bomb exploded. Because here you're a good working guy, you have a son, you think you have a good wife, you don't know anything about all this, and then this all blows up. It's changed your life. But before this all happened, was your wife a good mother?
She was a good mother. But that all changed whenever she chose drugs over our child.
And did she eventually ever come out and say, yes, I've been doing drugs?
Well, after I took our son away from her, that's when she, if you lose your child because you're using drugs, you think that would promote, you want to get better. But no, she just got worse. She started moving on to cocaine, she started smoking crack, doing every type of drug she can get her hands on. There was time for a 5-week period where she didn't even call her son.
This thing, you're living this normal life, and all of a sudden now, we're not talking about when she had a drink or a puff of marijuana. Does it just blow your mind that it would get to those levels?
Well, it's like how can I not see the signs? But like I said, I wasn't around her that much. I would work long hours, and if I'm
so
not seeing
you're
it,
saying when you're going to work, you're waking up, you're coming home, she's acting sober, you never ran across any crack pipes in your house, You're not coming across little, tinfoil packets of cocaine, nothing like, oh, whose is this? Oh, my son left it there, nothing like that.
I don't think she was doing it while I was at work. I think she was doing it whenever she would take the trip. That's when she was doing it. Because she was up there with all her friends.
Now, you want full custody of your son, right?
Yes.
Have you taken any steps to find out if you are the real father? If your son's your biological son?
I contacted Steve Wilco's show.
Okay.
You are not taking my baby from me again.
Did you do drugs while you were pregnant?
It was somebody else's cocaine.
Would Michael be the father?
It's perpetrated, John. It's not a bad thing.
The results for your DNA test. And before the show, you took a DNA test.
Yes.
And we'll get to those results. And obviously, you're hoping that you are the biological father.
I want to prove to her I am the father. I named him.
What would happen, let's say, and I'm rooting for you, and I'm hoping these tests will come back that you're the father, but what would happen if these tests come and they shows that you're not the father, you're not the biological father?
I'm still going to be his daddy. You can't turn your back on a child.
And so all this now, you feel like instead of trying to get her son back, trying to get your son back, that she's went the opposite way, that she's even gone into more drug use, harder drug use. And have you ever confronted her on that?
Yeah.
And what does she say about it?
She's like, you took my child away from me. You took away my world. Yeah, because you were using drugs. So if I take them away because you're using drugs, stop using drugs. It's that simple. Don't move on to something harder.
You think she was doing drugs around your son?
Well, I asked her because my son was born premature, almost 6 weeks early. He only weighed a little over 4 pounds. And I asked her one time, I was like, were you doing cocaine while you were pregnant? And she said, I asked her, when was the last time you did cocaine before you found out you were pregnant? She said, about a month prior to finding out she was pregnant. Well, that month prior, she was already pregnant. So she pretty much admitted that she was doing cocaine while she was pregnant. She could have killed our son. He could have been born with some type of birth defect, or he could have been born addicted to cocaine. Whenever you're pregnant, it's not just about you. You have to consider the life that's inside of you, not just your own.
You believe she's allowing people to drive drunk with your son in the car?
Because after she brought my child back, she came up. He was in the front seat of a work van in front of an airbag, and there was 2 open containers of alcohol in the front seat with him.
Who's driving the car?
A guy that she was dating at the time.
And is your wife in the car?
She's sitting in the back of the van. Instead of her sitting in the front seat, my son being in the back seat, she's in the back and he's in the front, in front of an airbag.
So what do you say to her when this guy pulls up drinking beers and your son's in the front seat?
I said, how could you let someone drive around while they're drinking with our child in the van? What if you had a wreck and you killed them? She tried to tell me they were in there already. It doesn't matter when they were in there from, they were in there.
She just starts dating another guy right away? She's still married to you?
Well, after she got out of jail, she went through probably 4 or 5 different guys. And most of them were drug dealers, these were drug users.
Do you still love your wife?
No.
So you don't want to be back with your wife, you just want your son, and you want to make sure you do want to have a
I've moved on.
You moved on. Do you think she's still doing drugs now?
I can't tell, because I'm not around her. Just like before she was doing it when we were married for 5. We've been married for 5 years, and I've never known it until she got arrested. So if she could hide it when I was around her every day coming home to her, she could surely hide it when I haven't seen her in 3 or 4 months.
And you're still currently married, right?
Yes.
She took a lie detector test on all of this, as well as a drug test, and we'll get to that, and you'll find out the truth and find out if she's still doing drugs. When you were married before she got arrested for cocaine, was she a good wife to you?
No.
And why wasn't she a good wife?
She didn't take care of the house. She liked to argue a lot. I come from work, she'd start throwing stuff at me. Ceramic dolphins, anything she can get a hold of, she would just start throwing it at me.
Ceramic, she started all ceramic dolphins.
Yeah.
Why ceramic dolphins?
Because that was the closest thing she could get her hands on.
You are not taking my baby from me again.
Did you do drugs while you were pregnant?
It was somebody else's cocaine.
You made your decision. When you started using cocaine,
I took your lie detector test. I took your drug test. I'm going to prove to you today I did not do any of those things that you said I did.
Would Mike be the father?
It's concentrated on this other guy.
The results for your DNA test. All right, well, let's bring her up. This is your wife, Amanda.
You are not taking my baby from me again. You will not do that. You're the reason I turned into my cycle because when I come home, I love anything. You took everything from me. I made one simple mistake.
oh, you made one mistake.
One mistake, and you took it from me. That's the only thing in this world that can live for.
Well, why did you choose drugs? I took it away because you're on drugs. Did you better yourself? No, you just started using more drugs.
When I come home from jail, I walked into an empty house. You took PB's phone, Gabriel's stuff, everything. You took everything, Michael, and I give up. I give up on everything. I lost everything. So I give up. Yes, I turned to John. What else was I supposed to do? I didn't have anything. I didn't have nothing. I didn't have you. I didn't have my son. Nothing. And I didn't know what else to do.
You made your decision. You made your decision. When you started using cocaine, tell me I took everything.
An everyday thing. I did not turn to drugs every day until you took my son from me. And you are not taking him today. I promise you, you will admit that Gabriel is not yours, and that I did not do any of those things that you said I did.
I'm going to prove to you he is mine. I named him. I gave him my name. He has my allergy.
Oh,
I signed his birth certificate.
Amanda, did you ever let him believe that he wasn't the father? So you let him believe he was the father for all these years?
Yes.
Well, then why all of a sudden now would you say, oh, I'm going to prove to you he's not your son?
I was angry when I got arrested and everything that happened. When I got home, I was angry, and I told him that he was not the father. I had no intentions on ever telling him because he is a great father. I'm not going to.
So if you don't get arrested for cocaine, you're going to let the man live a life for the rest of his life?
I was because I didn't want to hurt him.
Or you didn't want to hurt yourself? Maybe the guy that's putting 60, 70 hours a week in supporting your ass might not after a while find out he's been lying to you.